Hey everybody, it's the Doll Boy, and today I will give a reroot to my Faybelle Thorn doll. It has been quite a while since I've done a reroot on an Ever After High doll, so I'm really excited to finally get back into it again. For those who are not familiar with Ever After High, it's a doll line based on an animated series about a high school for the children of fairy tale characters. I did do quite some videos about Ever After High dolls in the past that I will link in the video description. For this video, I'm giving Faybelle Thorn a new head of hair. This character is the daughter of the evil fairy from Sleeping Beauty. The doll version of Faybelle always had very thinly rooted hair, and her blue strands were placed really weird in my opinion. It always was really bothering to me that in the hairline there was no sign of that blue color. That's why I've been wanting to reroot her for a really long time, but I struggled a lot with finding hair in the right shade of blue for the colored strands, which is why I postponed this reroot until now. After finding the perfect shade of blue, I decided to cut her long hair short to have some fun with this shorter length. When I was ready to get her back to her long hair, I took my reroot hair in Silver Bullet, Ice White and Snow White that I got from dollyhair.com. This color blend is a lot more silver than her original hair, since that color was a little too yellow for my liking. And for her teal highlights, I got this nylon hair from CustomDollHairAU in the color Mermaid Steel. That is a perfect match for Faybelle's teal hair. I actually got this hair as test strands for another reroot I'm planning to do soon, but for that project this color was not the right shade. So I'm really happy that I found another purpose for these strands. That's when I take my scissors to start cutting the hair as short as possible, to then dip the head into boiling water. This makes it easier to remove the head from the body because it softens the plastic, which makes it more flexible. Once the head is detached from the body, I take my tweezers to remove the rest of the hair from the inside. To do that, I scrape the inside of the head and pull out the leftover hair through the neck hole with my tweezers as well. As I said, it has been a really long time since I rerooted an Ever After High doll, and I forgot how flexible their heads are compared to Disney doll heads. This honestly makes rerooting so much easier, but as you can see, the front of the part ripped on me just a little bit, so I will move the part to an even deeper side part. This makes sure I don't have to put even more pressure on those ripped parts. I already prepped a lot of white strands, so I can start rerooting the hairline now. I root all the way around until I reach the top of the forehead, where I want the blue hair to be. For the hairline, I'm trying to create a pattern that's similar to what Mattel did for Madeline Hatter, alternating the blonde and the colored strands. After finishing the hairline, I rooted the part in all white. Since I wanted the blue strands to only be on one side, I decided to give her a base part line in white, and then adding blue strands to that part on the side I want them to be on, using the same hole that already has the white hair in it. This gives you a really neat look that I'm super proud of. To keep things neat, I twist the part out of the way to make sure the colors won't mix together while rerooting the rest of the hair. If you need a more detailed explanation on how to reroot your dolls, I will add my rerooting tutorial in the iCard in the top of the screen. When all of the head is filled with hair, I put my Fabri-Tac glue inside of the head and spread that out evenly with a Q-tip. While that was drying, I decided to style her hair already to make sure I would be able to take pictures with her right away. I will show you how I created this really easy style once the head is back on the body, so stay tuned for that. When the head's on the body again, I boil wash the hair to make it lay nice and flat. This also helps me set the part line in place to make sure the color placement stays neat. Then to create that ponytail hairstyle, I section off that front part with the colored highlights from the rest of the hair, to make sure the ponytail only has the white hair in it. To cover up the bald spot you might have created, I take some of the blonde hair from the front and pull that back into the ponytail as well. Then I brush out the rest of the hair, take an elastic band, and tie the blonde hair into a high ponytail. What I did for that front section is that I cut it shorter in a layered style. For a really neat effect, I cut the rest of the ponytail in a straight line. For ponytails, what I generally like to do is take a small strand of hair and wrap that around the base of the ponytail to hide the elastic. I secure that strand in place with another elastic to have that little end join the rest of the ponytail. Then you can just pull the hair to tighten the elastic and move the wrapped hair a little to hide all of the elastics. In the pictures that I took, I decided to give that front section some curl as well to complete that look. Finally, I wanted to show you up close the pattern I chose to reroot the hairline. If you pull the hair back, you will see that I added the blue highlights in stripes, similar to the way Mattel rooted Madeline Hatter. To me, this type of pattern is really iconic for Ever After idols, which is why I wanted to incorporate it into this Faybelle Thorn reroot as well. I really hope you like this Ever After High makeover for Faybelle Thorn. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see more of my doll restyles, make sure to follow me on Instagram as well, @thedollboy. See you next time!